Hey everybody, hello. Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today we are continuing our talk about grades. Today let's focus on that transition from middle school to high school. So parents that are watching, welcome to this video. Let me know, do you have a middle schooler who will be a freshman next year? Let me know in the chat with a yes or no. If this is your first kiddo, your oldest kiddo, do know you are in for a big surprise. Parents that already have kids in high school, you probably know this for a fact already, but in case you don't, it's a myth. Middle school students, middle school in general, does not prepare students for high school level grades. So I'm going to be talking about that over the next couple minutes, so be sure to stick with me. If you're looking for some help, you already know middle school has been rough, so you're worried about high school, or you just want some help with grades and school in general, join my Facebook group by clicking the link in the description. So, why is this a problem? Why does middle school not prepare your high schooler? Well, it comes down to the level of grades, level of assignments. Unfortunately, as a tutor, as a substitute teacher, I've seen this happen many times. Students are just kind of pushed through middle school. They're just kind of there. It doesn't matter if they fail, doesn't matter if they get A's. They just kind of go through middle school, go through the motions, and eventually end up in high school. Now, is that good? Is that bad? I mean, we could debate that all day. It is what it is. Just know, in my experience, I've seen this hundreds of times. And like I said, parents, some of you probably know this for your own kids already. Your kid's going to end up in a high school class and not know what to do. Instead of having, say, 5 or 6 days of class time to work on a paper, to work with his group, your kid's going to get 1 or 2 days. And maybe instead of homework taking 5 hours, yeah, well, that does happen. So instead of it taking, possibly 10, 15 minutes a night, well, it could take easily 2 or 3 hours a night, sometimes per class. So that big difference in assignments leads to a big difference in your child's grades if he doesn't already know how to learn. If your daughter doesn't already have those awesome study skills that allows her to learn anything. So that's where I come in, as I help students learn how to learn. I help them know how they can personalize their learning no matter the type of teacher, no matter the class, no matter how easy or fun the subject material is to your child. Okay, but I'm getting a little off track there, so I apologize about that. Just know your child's grades in middle school, they didn't truly matter. I mean, they matter to me. I mean, I was valedictorian in my high school class. I'm a tutor. I'm a nerd. I love to learn, so I want all students to learn everything they can in every class and every learning opportunity. But honestly, in the scheme of things, your child's grades aren't going to be seen by employers, by colleges, by scholarships. Now, if your child does something kind of camp or something, rigorous academic over middle school summers, yeah, probably going to matter. But at the high school level, for anything professional, middle school grades don't matter. So students don't always take them seriously. And they take that thought that, oh, okay, this wasn't important, I don't really have to try, attitude to high school, which, as you and I both know, it does not go well for anyone. So I want to give you some strategies here, some things we can do over the summer to help your tweens, your teens get ready for that first year of high school. Before I do, if you're joining us now, I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe to my Ace Cookie Tutoring Facebook business page and YouTube channel so you catch all of these videos live. Alrighty, how do we get your kiddos ready for high school level grades? Well, first thing is we got to tell your kids it's going to be different. We've got to tell your teens, hey, the difficulty level most likely pretty much guaranteed to go up. It's not going to be as easy as it probably is, at least in some of your classes now. Okay, So when I say easy, I'm talking about things at the middle school level where a lot of teachers are okay with students not putting their hour, not putting their last name on their paper, whereas some high school students, high school teachers, I should say, are going to throw away those assignments that don't have names. They're going to throw away those assignments that don't have hours marked. Is that going to happen in every class at every school? No, but that's just one example of what could happen, what I personally experienced, what I've personally seen. Okay. What else is going to happen? Well, your teachers in middle school might be a little more flexible on the due dates. High school, your teen could easily lose points for being late a day, a week, whatever it might be. It could be a flat, it's only going to be worth 50% of your grade, no matter when you turn it in, if it's late. Okay. So the policy's going to be much more strict at the high school level than the middle school level. Do also know the content is going to be different. It's going to go faster. It's going to be more difficult, and your teens have to be ready. Okay. So all of these things I'm sharing with you, your teens probably aren't going to believe you. If you've got a kiddo that loves school right now, that loves learning, that is getting those great grades, he might be more ready than another child who is just there to be there. Is just possibly there to hang out with his friends. So definitely get the ball rolling. Just let your teens know. High school, different than middle school. These are some things to be prepared for. These are some things to possibly start practicing the last few days of middle school, because we're not done with school just yet. I mean, here where we are, we've got about 15, 20 days, not a whole lot of time, but definitely something as simple as writing the hour, first and last names on paper. Super easy to start practicing now. Things like, okay, how are we going to get it organized? What kind of schedules are going to work for us over the summer? Those are things that you could practice and talk about before your child actually starts high school. When you go on those class tours and when you go on those building tours, definitely think about those things. Have an open discussion with your team. So I know I gave you a lot of information. There's so much more I want to share with you about grades, about middle school, about high school, let alone how to help your teens love learning, knowing how to learn. And that happens in my Facebook group. So be sure to click the link in the description, answer a couple questions, and you'll be in. And I can't wait to see you in my Facebook group called Teaching Teens to Love Learning. Have an awesome weekend. Happy Earth Day, and we'll see you in the group soon. Bye, guys.